Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. At the moment, 1 XRP is worth about 67 cents. There are just two possible outcomes now. If we don't collapse soon, some other pump event will, and that won't be fair. What do you guys think, option A or B? Top spot or runner-up? What about the possibility of a third option? The many possibilities will be discussed. Guys, this is going to happen. Pay attention. Now, when everybody else is shouting that the end of the world has come, folks. Right? Take Amazon's recent events as an example. That's right, guys, Amazon just wiped the recession by reporting $7.7 billion in operational income, a whopping 62% over estimates. Right? An enormous green candlestick. For a simple sockeyes, this is completely insane. Right. So I'm not sure if we should take a bearish or positive stance. Until I see a clear sign of a market bottom, I will remain an optimist. However, one should be aware of potential red flags. Okay, and we're preparing to release a really controversial video today. We hold the keys to the entire economic scenario. Now, get rid of what you don't need. You may now confidently lend XRP through Bitstamp and increase your earning potential by 2% annually, or 2% permanently, thanks to this announcement. It is expected that soon an API will be available for lending XRP at a rate of 2%. This, right here, is the announcement's subject. In addition, this transparent crypto financing is here to stay for good, guys. What this means is that this comes with this to do with this one. As a result, yes and C was the general consensus. Wow, it looks like everyone is online this scheduled meeting. Once again. You guys must do this right now, men, please relax your expectations a bit. Right? But to be honest, I didn't anticipate anything too out of the ordinary. What do you think, though? My thoughts on the current predicament are as follows. Yeah, I don't see me doing this anytime soon. Surely not just before the impending collapse, right? No need for us to do this, in my opinion. What you guys do with your XRP is entirely up to you. No exchange held XRP from me. As a matter of fact, that is the first thing to do. Now. I mean, why do you need to know that? Right. Why, then? To what end are you doing this? So, why the double negative? Please elaborate on this. So why wouldn't I want to lend? XRP? Right? Or obtaining a substantial return on investment. My XRP is up. Correct, unactively making money? Why? It's easy, really, since Cryptomaniac 8323 has predicted that total collapse is imminent. In my experience with the collapse guys, that cryptocurrency markets would crash and burn. Now the dilemma is, even though Ripple has been invested into Bitstamp, I still don't want to be on any exchange when it happens. Really, I couldn't care less if you people didn't care. That doesn't make me feel any more confident. That's fine, since the collapse will be that bad. I'm just going to remain away from exchanges until I witness the collapse, and then, in my opinion, whichever exchange manages to pull through will make it such that nobody laughs anymore when they buy. The time has come for the phoenix to emerge from the ashes, if ever there was one. Many people, including this one, apparently fear that the whole structure is about to collapse. Do we, or do we not? Let's discuss it right now. Also, Mr. Poole has contributed something that's very interesting. The 2003 economy as a whole. As a result, mortgage rates have now surpassed their 2008 peak of 7.2%. Wow, it looks like credit card debt will soon reach $1 trillion for the first time in history. The second and third largest bank collapses in history are the result of three separate regional banking crises. The Federal Reserve has just raised interest rates to their highest level since 2001, signaling a shift away from the US dollar. The ACC almost fails because of the ceiling dilemma. If you still don't think the collapse is imminent, I'd say it'll happen in the next 2 years at the earliest. I have no idea what you're up to or what you're viewing. Yet dishonesty with money is not one of them. More bankruptcies have been reported in ACCX or since 2020. Interest payments on outstanding AC balances are expected to top $1 trillion this year. For the first time since the year 2000, Fitch has lowered ACS credit rating. Levin Bethsaida goes completely bonkers whenever Fitch issues a downgrading. Please keep this in mind as we wait for Santa and the rain to stop. The third possible outcome, a Black Monday, will occur if they go through with it. That much is clear. Alternative A is. What we'll be doing here shortly is outlining the possibilities, about which we spoke in a word or two. But, finally, the third is on its way. The gain of 700 points this year in the S&P 500 is phenomenal. Is the current stock market the strongest ever? We tell you how many times we've been informed that no one likes listening to us. Right? However, it's not a big deal. Because, guys, take this not as financial guidance. Right? Never give a group of financiers your financial advice. Please hear me out. The third possibility is now before us. I thought we told you so before. What's going on, exactly, is that the markets are going to keep moving up and up. And it continued climbing higher and higher? This is because the weight of the world is pressing down on his skull. God's silence makes perfect sense. The election is number 2 on the agenda now. Will take place the following calendar year. Right? Will they therefore allow it to fail? Ahead of when? Consider this. Right? This is choice number 3, fellas. Option 1, we'll let everything collapse all at once, and option 2, we'll pump it up for a while, and then we'll let it all fall apart. That's the outcome I anticipate. Here we have choice number 3. Expect them to have a fake economic downturn in the near future. In the event that this happens, the Fed will restart the printing presses. Then, after that, what will occur is we all know hyperinflation is coming, right? The clapping follows. That would be the third choice, which appears to be the best one. Truthfully, all 3 of them have a good grasp of the written word. I dunno, fellas, you gotta bet on whatever that 33% chance is. Whether you're going to be correct. Now, Justin, for the second time this week, the Bank of Japan has announced unexpected bond purchases. They had said one was leaving, and now they're saying another is, right? Do you people understand what this means? And now we begin. Not a thing needs fixing. Gus. Wow, the Japanese either go with Burr's ideas or print their own. So they aren't actively attempting to let it collapse right now. Right. The thing is that it's a strategy to stall the current trend as much as feasible. To stay ahead of the financial curse or curve, many people throughout the world keep a close eye on the actions of the Bank of Japan, which serves as a testing ground for the global central banking system. Everywhere else, fellas, to the right and beyond. Exactly. As we have heard, Japan serves as a proving ground for new technologies before they are introduced to the West. If they are, then surely they are increasing the output of their printing presses. Putting in an offer to purchase. In order to prevent its actual collapse. What will happen to America today? The third choice can be implemented here. Right? The United States can only really print, to be perfectly frank. They are well aware that they cannot cease printing. But man, if you infuse all this cash, it will cause a crash or recession artificially. In other words, go ahead and purchase it all back. The year 2020 saw the same result. So, suppose you all find that interesting? They're playing chess, but we can see several moves, or even the entire game, ahead of them. Whoa, major warning sign. The Japanese shogunate did indeed. The increase in yield from 6.0 to 6.44% necessitated the second unanticipated purchase since Monday. 773 males correct. The yields on these crops are skyrocketing, people. Plus, you guys. As safe an investment as a government bond. That's a 10-year yield, right, dudes? Take a look at this, it's going up and up over here. In a cent, you go. Manjaro Gregory. A 32nd degree Freemason did tell us to go up like these guys when we saw this, right? Drastically, with a lot of heavy pumping. This is the time of collapse. The bond markets are a place where you should exercise caution, right? The returns and everything else. It's fascinating that it wants to break out right now from these resistance levels, but we'll have to wait and see what happens because there are caution indicators here. Another permanent employment loss every year has already reached 18.9%, however it held steady until 2022. The preceding three peaks all came before economic downturns. You see where this is going, right? Are they really trying to pull a third choice here? We managed to snag a 1-3 punch. We have reason to believe they are legitimate. Personally, I was hoping for choice C here. However, if we follow their advice and choose option 3, you will have an additional chance to increase your wealth as a result of being dumped out. So this chart is pretty interesting, guys. It has to be one of the weirder charts, because it tells you absolutely every say. It's the most funny chart. This chart is what we're being told it is. Recessions are predicted accurately by forecasts. And it might be much worse, right? For the simple reason that. Take a look at what happened each time we reached this point, a sharp increase in the unemployment rate. 3, 2, 1. After that, what occurred? A downturn in the economy did occur, right? The unemployment rate in this country skyrocketed in 2001 due to the dot-com bubble. Unemployment rates have skyrocketed since the property boom of 2008. 2020 the event caused a sharp increase in the unemployment rate. So, there you have it. This is on the rise now. What will happen after the recession if this keeps going up? Okay, time to empty a stack of 8. Guys, this is really scary. Right? So fascinating stuff, gents. Once more, the situation worsens because American Senator Thomas Carper, according to Kramer, is a stock market enthusiast. U.S. economic growth is being shorted. He made a $60,000 investment in PSQ and an extreme short position in the QQQ index. Why is it legal for a member of Congress to wager against the United States of America? Keep in mind that these elected officials must know something, right? They are constantly one step ahead of the game. Just look at what's happening to the others. I can't remember her name at all. However, in essence, is a politician currently shorting the American economy and spending against you and I? It's become very odd. What exactly does that teach us? Future tenses of what? Right? The Fitch rating agency's downgrading has been widely blamed. He might not gamble against it, but there's a chance. But now he knows what this means. What state is the market about to split into 2? Could be for unknown reasons, but I'll just be ready in case. A lot of insider trading, goes on behind the scenes, right guys? The third choice, which I will explain when we meet again, is this. After that, we'll wrap up the video, and the next installment will drop tomorrow, right? Since we haven't even started on the Mr. Pool thread yet. And that's when things start heating up, getting juicy, and becoming intriguing. Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? Consequently, listen up. And with those happening, things will speed up even more, so this guy's third choice, after collapsing here and pumping and collapsing, is his best bet. When the economy enters a recession, a crash, the Federal Reserve begins creating money anew, buying up all available assets. Right? Instead of investing in the market, they plan to inject all of their cash into the stock market, which artificially pumps the vast majority of markets. Some of the guys have inverse correlations, therefore they won't. The end result of all this, as I see it, will be hyperinflation. At the end, the building must fall down. The third choice is a true roller coaster of a ride. Right? The third possibility involves a method of postponement. Guys, all we can do is wait and watch what develops. Please rank us from 1 to 3 and tell us why. Punish us and get us ready for the grand finale. The enormous disaster for the money. Now I can relax and be interested in making a good financial decision. That settles it. He has a remarkable way of putting things when he speaks. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.